BFTB, best fight the best. Y'all. So this is what I want to start with, man. You can no longer, you AJ fan bitches and weirdos, can no longer use ring resume as an excuse for Anthony Joshua to duck Deontay Wilder. You can no longer use that excuse, man. You can't use it. Anthony Joshua's ring resume is it's not better than Deontay Wilder's ring resume. It's just not. It's not better. Now I'm going to do a video breaking it down. It's not better. His resume is not better than Deontay Wilder's. But even if it was, you guys do not realize trying to use ring resume as an excuse to avoid a fight is actually opposite of what you guys are attempting to do. You know, ring resume should not be the excuse that Anthony Joshua is using to avoid Deontay Wilder. Ring resume should be the excuse that Wilder is using to avoid Anthony Joshua. Wilder should be the one that's fearful of losing due to Anthony Joshua supposedly fighting the better fights. Wilder should be the one using that excuse, not Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua should be relying on his ring resume to fight Deontay Wilder. He should be relying on it. He should be saying, I fought the better fighters. That means I am more prepared, I am more experienced, I am more ready. That's what Anthony Joshua should be saying. That's what his fans should be saying. They shouldn't be saying, oh, well, Anthony Joshua fought, the better competition, so he needs a couple more years before he fights Deontay Wilder, or a couple more fights. Or Anthony Joshua fought the better competition, so, he shouldn't be in no rush to fight Deontay Wilder. Like, how you sound? Like, how does that make sense? How does that make sense? How does you fighting the better competition make you less experienced and less ready to fight the guy that didn't fight the better competition? You guys don't make any sense at all. That includes Roy Jones, Mike Tyson, Teddy Atlas, damn sure all the fucking commentators from fucking HBO. But let's get into that a little bit deeper. The hate of Deontay Wilder. Let's get into that. These fighters are saying, they start out saying, like Max Kellerman and all those HBO guys and all the Showtime guys too, all of them, and the Sky Sports guys. Like 2 years ago, they were all saying Luis Ortiz is the most skilled and dangerous heavyweight in the division, and that's why nobody wants to fight him. That's what they were saying. That's what they were saying. Luis Ortiz is the most skilled and dangerous heavyweight. There's videos all over the place. And everybody was saying Wilder was ducking Ortiz and Wilder wouldn't fight Ortiz. Even though Ortiz was Anthony Joshua's mandatory. Y'all just threw that out the window. That didn't even matter. It don't matter. Nope. He needs to fight Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder needs to fight Ortiz. Because y'all had in your minds the rhetoric that Ortiz was the most dangerous and most skilled heavyweight. Because that's what Max Kellerman, Lampley, Roy Jones, all these guys, all the HBO, all the Showtime commentators, all the Sky commentators, everybody was saying that Ortiz was the most skilled and dangerous heavyweight from the Cuban background. An undefeated knockout artist. But as soon as Wilder signed to fight him, the narrative started to change. Because y'all didn't know, well actually y'all did know, that Wilder was going to knock his ass out. As long as that fight wasn't signed, y'all were okay with shitting on Wilder and praising Ortiz. But the second the fight got signed, that narrative started to change. It started to change. Y'all were pointing out facts before Wilder signed to fight Ortiz. Y'all were pointing out facts. Vladimir could have fought Ortiz, but decided against it. Y'all didn't say Vladimir was ducking him. Y'all just said Vladimir could have fought Ortiz, but decided against it. That's a duck. That's a duck. That's a duck. Then you were saying, oh, well, Wilder called out Ortiz. Why didn't he fight Ortiz on short notice? Because he was scared. He was ducking Ortiz. Why didn't he fight Ortiz on short notice? He could have fought Ortiz on short notice in February, but he fought him in November. But mysteriously, that from February to November just aged Ortiz like 50 years for some reason. That just aged him like 50 years. He was no longer the most feared and skilled heavyweight in the division from February to November. It's like absolutely pathetic, man. Absolutely pathetic. There's nothing that changed from Ortiz from February to November. He was still the most skilled and dangerous heavyweight. He was still the guy that Vladimir Klitschko avoided. He was still the guy that Anthony Joshua avoided. He was the guy that Eddie Hearn said if they force Joshua to fight Ortiz, he'll drop the WBA belt. That's what he said. He will vacate the WBA belt rather than to fight Ortiz, fight his mandatory Ortiz. That's what she said. But then it changed after Wilder knocked him out. Everything changed. Now Ortiz is 175 years old. His family's saying that he was older than Klitschko. No, the fuck they didn't. Y'all just making this shit up. Y'all are fucking liars, man. Saying Ortiz's family is saying that he's older than 40. Y'all just making this shit up. So y'all can have some type of reason to discredit Wilder and to credit Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua fought a 41-year-old Vladimir Klitschko. He fought an old-ass man coming off a loss and a 2-year layoff. That is a fact. Deontay Wilder fought a 39-year-old undefeated Cuban gold medal winner. He fought a Cuban knockout artist, an undefeated Cuban knockout artist. Undefeated Cuban knockout artist. I don't know if he was a gold medal winner, but he was an undefeated Cuban knockout artist. I'm gonna look into that again. I'm gonna look into that today. Ortiz was an undefeated Cuban knockout artist that Vladimir Klitschko avoided, and Anthony Joshua threatened to drop his WBA belt if they made him fight. That is a fact. Those are facts. But mysteriously now, ring resume doesn't matter. Mysteriously now, ring resume is the reason why Anthony Joshua can duck Deontay Wilder. Mysteriously. Mysteriously now, and y'all try to have it both ways. Y'all try to have it both ways. Y'all say Anthony Joshua's resume is better than Deontay Wilder. That's what y'all say. His resume is better than Deontay Wilder's resume, which would make Anthony Joshua more experienced than Deontay Wilder because his resume is better. But then y'all turn around and say, like Roy Jones and Mike Tyson and Tony Atlas, or Teddy Atlas, whatever the fuck his name is, then y'all turn right around and say, oh, well, Anthony Joshua is still young in the game. He's still young. He needs a few more fights before he fights Deontay Wilder. You can't have it both ways. You're either experienced enough to fight him, or you're not experienced enough and need more time. You got this it hurts my heart to call these guys coons, man. But god dang, man, this fucking guy Roy Jones is saying Deontay Wilder is in his prime right now. And Anthony Joshua is still getting to his prime. So Anthony Joshua needs to wait a few more fights before he fights Deontay Wilder. Well, Mr. Y'all must have forgot. Mr. Y'all must have forgot. Did you do that? Did you do that? Or was your motto, if you think if this guy is better than me, then I need to go see him? Which was your motto, Mr. Y'all must have forgot? What was your motto? Was your motto, he's not He's just, I'm in my prime and he's still coming to his prime, so I don't want to fight him yet. You know, let me get out of my prime and let him get to his prime and then I'll fight him. No, Mr. Y'all must have forgot. Mr. Y'all must have forgot. Your motto was, if any of these guys are as good as me, or y'all think they're good as me, or y'all think they can beat me, then I need to go see him. I need to fight him. We need to see each other. That was your motto, Roy Jones. That was your motto. So since when did your fucking motto change to, oh, I can't fight this guy yet because he's in his prime. I need to fight him when he's fucking out of his prime on the downhill. When was that your motto? When? Because to my knowledge, the last I checked, that was the very reason that people shit on Joe Calzaghe. It's because he waited for you to be on the downcline before he fought you. This is ridiculous, man. Y'all fear of this man is crazy. You can't say Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua's resume is better than Deontay Wilder's. You can't say that. And then in the same breath, say that Anthony Joshua is not ready for Deontay Wilder because Deontay Wilder's in his prime. Those two don't go together. They don't mix. They don't mesh. They don't mesh together. It's not the same thing. You can't say that. Those two things are not. They're exact opposites of each other. That's like you put two trains on the same track. You put two trains on the same track, and then you say, yeah, well, we trying to get to the same place. We're getting to the same place, but we're going different directions. This motherfucker's going to the West Coast. This motherfucker's going to the East Coast. But you're saying, yeah, I'm on this train going where we're going to meet up at the same place. No, you're not. Those things don't go together. They go two different directions. If Deontay Wilder's resume is worse than Anthony Joshua's, then that means Anthony Joshua has more experience than Deontay Wilder. That's what that means. That's what that means. That means that Anthony Joshua is more ready than Deontay Wilder because he has fought the better competition. That's what that means. That's what it means. It doesn't mean that Anthony Joshua is not ready. Anthony Joshua is not as experienced. Anthony Joshua is not in his prime. No, that means Anthony Joshua is ready. He's ready for the big time. He's fought the better people. So that means he's about that action right now. Deontay Wilder is not, because he has not fought the better people. His resume is not as good as Anthony Joshua's. That means he's not experienced. That means Anthony Joshua has all the things in his favor right now. But yet you motherfuckers don't believe that because you're trying to put the train on the same track, go different directions, but meet up at the same spot. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. Either Anthony Joshua is ready or he's not. Those are your options. And if Anthony Joshua has a better resume than Deontay Wilder, then he should be ready. And if he does have a better resume than Deontay Wilder and he's not ready, then that means y'all think Anthony Joshua can't beat Deontay Wilder. Those are the only options. Best fight the best and I'm out.